it's time to replay some of the greatest games of all time.
We're almost ready, tightened in the lights.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 video games by Rare.
It's a merry way, we're here to say, get ready for an all-star show.
For this list, we're going through Rare's entire catalog to pick out their absolute best. And considering how big that catalog is, our usual one game per franchise rule is in effect.
Come on, Cranky, take it to the fridge.
Number 10, Jetpack. Jetpack is one of the most fun retro games from Rare, not to mention one of the most challenging. As a daring jet man, the player must reassemble and refuel a rocket ship to escape a distant planet. This wouldn't be so difficult if fuzzy aliens wouldn't keep floating in your way. Jetpack will constantly keep you on your toes, well, except for when you're skyrocketing between platforms. If you've got a copy of Donkey Kong 64 lying around, you can unlock a fully playable version of Jetpack hidden inside the aforementioned title if you collect 15 banana medals. Number 9, Blast Corps. Based on its title, you wouldn't expect Blast Corps to be a puzzle game. Perhaps puzzle game isn't the best way to describe this explosive experience, though. It's really more of a thinking man's destruction game. Players must make use of their noggin and use a selection of bulldozers, trucks, and giant robot mechs just to clear a path for a very fragile nuclear missile.
Nice work.
A true ode to the art of blowing things up, Blast Corps is an often forgotten gem.
I hope this works.
Number 8, Diddy Kong Racing. It's unfortunate that you can't mention Diddy Kong Racing without bringing up another N64 kart racer. While Mario Kart 64 came out first, Diddy Kong Racing is still one of the most exhilarating and imaginative racers ever. Plus, it incorporated air and water racing into the equation long before Mario did. The game further comes complete with colorful characters, distinctive racetracks, and an infectiously catchy soundtrack. Admit it, if you played it, the theme for Ancient Lake still occasionally pops into your head. Also, you can plan on seeing Banjo and Conker resurfacing later. Number 7, Perfect Dark. One of the best and most unique first-person shooters at the time, Perfect Dark introduced gamers to Joanna Dark. While she hasn't starred in as many games as Lara Croft and Samus Aran since her initial debut, this secret agent is still among the most celebrated female characters in gaming. Joanna is one of the driving forces behind this action stealth gem, which combines the excitement of a spy thriller with the atmosphere of a sci-fi action-adventure.
I think so. What's your name?
I'm Agent Dark, or Joanna if you'd prefer.
Of course, Rare's signature multiplayer mode returns here, now more robust than ever. Number 6, Killer Instinct. When people think of the best fighting games in the arcade and Super Nintendo libraries, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are the titles that usually come to mind first. And although Killer Instinct may have borrowed a fair deal from those classics, it still stands on its own with its mind-blowing combos and merciless fatalities. It also has one of the coolest rosters you'll ever see in a fighting game. How many games can you think of that bring together an alien, a heavyweight champion, a skeleton, and a human raptor hybrid? Altogether, the game truly delivers a, say it with me now, Number 5, Battletoads. Now, here's a game guaranteed to ruin friendships, which is probably why people prefer to play Battletoads on single-player mode. Even when riding solo, this brawler will still be one of the hardest gaming experiences you'll ever have. Even if you were able to get past the turbo tunnel though, Battletoads maintains a high replay value for its striking environments, fun platforming, and hard-hitting beat-em-up action. It's clear that a game is awesome when it constantly results in broken controllers, but has you coming back for more regardless. Number 4. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Conker's Bad Fur Day is like Alice in Wonderland with a fouler mouth. The game is essentially a road trip of sorts, where the hungover Conker crosses paths with numerous random characters, including a suicidal pitchfork, Count Batula, and of course, the Great Mighty Pooh.
I am the Great Mighty Pooh.
Aside from being crudely hilarious and insanely fun, the game references everything from A Clockwork Orange to Saving Private Ryan.
Where am I?
We're not sure what Rare developers were on when they conceived of this masterpiece, but it's truly one of a kind.
Frank, just get over there, kick his ass, Frank, for f***'s sake.
Yeah, go over there, kick his ass.
Number 3. Banjo-Kazooie. Rare has taken us to some of the most enchanting environments in gaming, and the world of Banjo-Kazooie just might be their most breathtaking. It's hard to single out our absolute favorite land in this platformer, which includes the picturesque Treasure Trove Cove, wondrous Freezeezy Peak, and inventive Click Clock Woods. Those locations are so involving that you'll want to collect every item, complete every objective, and see all the sights available in Gruntilda's lair. This wonderful world would be expanded upon in the exceptional and even more challenging Banjo-Tooie. Number 2. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest. The first Donkey Kong Country is undoubtedly among Rare's most iconic outings, but let's face it, there's always room for improvement. It's only fitting that Diddy would take the center stage in an even more impressive sequel, with Dixie acting as Second Banana. Talk about a game that upped the ante in every conceivable department, from the graphics to the music to the gameplay. Rare's partnership with Nintendo might be history, but modern Donkey Kong games continue to learn from the example set here. Before we get to our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. GoldenEye 007. If only Rare had attained the rights to every major motion picture, then every video game based on a movie could have been as awesome as GoldenEye. Actually, when people think of GoldenEye, the movie is usually an afterthought compared to the landmark that is this game. What can we say about GoldenEye that hasn't been praised already? Its shooting, its stealth, its multiplayer, everything about the game is revolutionary, and no other James Bond title has ever been able to top it since. This game's legacy is forever embedded in solid gold. Do you agree with our list?
And that is the crappiest, this kick-ass I've ever seen.
What's your favorite game by Rare? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.